Somebody went and bought a new car after a test run in mine. Had to go out and have one. Boy, it sure does sound pretty. I don't get to hear it, you know, rolling along.
Yeah. I'm in manual.
Nice. Oh God, these cars are fun. Just love them to death. Super stock owner. He's done a crossover. He had a yellow Grand Sport Corvette. He bought this in Texas over the internet and had it shipped out. Got it shipped out in 2 days. Amazing. But there he is. He is the new owner. Traded in his yellow Grand Sport Corvette for a super stock. We'll see if we can get him on camera and talk about it a little bit, because he's very shy. He's very secretive about his stuff, because does a lot of racing and he gets paid. Of course, you know mine.
What's been going down, huh?
Okay, we got old school Mira Mesa here.
What's happening?
We got Ferdy, and I don't want to screw this up. So, make, model, and year of this bad boy right here.
1983 Cutlass Supreme.
1983 Cutlass Supreme.
Some might mistake it though. If you this front end, they call it a Euro clip. This is from an 87.
Yeah,
so
different front end on it.
People will mistake this for an 86 or 87, but this is an 83 model with an 87 front end. So, disclaimer in case somebody tries to call me.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta explain stuff. Look at those wheels and tires. That sets it off right there. That color, that is nice. Skip and his crusted C10. Nice. I wish I would have had the camera on when he pulled up. This thing's got a classic lope like you wouldn't believe. Woo! Look at those heads. They are pretty. Oh my God.
You dropped that in yourself?
We got it done at Shannon's River.
That's beautiful. When did you put that in there, man?
We did it right before Good Guys, because the other motor rod knocked. So
I approve.
Dude, that's the only motor we can
I
find.
want one of those in my car.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
That'll drop in, huh?
Yeah, it would.
It was spec'd at 436. It's at 447 horsepower.
Mm.
So,
Wow. What
Not
did the motor
bad.
cost you?
Ish. 7. Hang on.
Got a nice little lope. So I said I'd never modify my car, and I'm not. We're just looking at factory maybe needed corrections. So when we did a seal test of the airbox sealing to the hood, we could see we were losing contact right here, and it could be sucking under air from under the hood that might be a little hot. Well, we know engine compartment air is very hot, and we noticed this, greased it, and this lip wasn't sealing here, and maybe a little portion of the backside wasn't sealing back here. So I'm going to dismantle it and see if there's any adjustment that can be done to help seal that box up tight, because we don't want any of that air temperature from the engine bay into that air box. Hot air diminishes power. We want all the cold stuff from outside.
See that'll squeeze in there, right?
Gonna play with a couple different scenarios of raising and dropping to see if we can get this thing to seal right. Okay, we'll see if this shims it up any. Okay, the camera's inside the airbox. This is the lip that wasn't quite sealing. We're going to close the hood, and we got a light here, slowly so you can see how it seals. Hood's coming down. You can see it. That should be it. Little trick videos.
Yeah, giving away all my secrets.
That's great.
I want some royalties off this.
Gary's worried about secrets. Okay, now we're going to see, this was the bigger point of reference where it did not seal. So this is the outer driver's side edge of the airbox weather seal. So I'm going to slowly put it down where you can see where the light is. And now I'm going to close it. Whoops. Try that again. Now I'm going to close it. We might have just solved our issue.
So YouTube, just an FYI, if you actually do this mod, you're not only going to, you're going to reduce your intake air temperatures dramatically, and every time the temperature goes up, timing comes out of the motor. When you can cool it back off, timing goes back in. Guess what? You get better gas mileage, not to mention the power benefits.
Yeah.
So you do this little mod, you're going to find your fuel economy go up. So all we did to this is we made a shim here. So it's just a rubber shim. We probably should measure it for you. You have some veneers, but it's probably about 3/16 of an inch in rubber. And we used it to space up the front of the box a little bit. And then we put a little sealer across the bottom just to make an little more thickness to get the thing to rise up just a little bit, and keep it sealed when we rose it up. And the third thing we did was we pulled this off, and we put probably, I'm going to say it's 1/8 to 3/16 shims in the bottom of this rubber cap, so that it would hold the air cleaner up just a little bit. I'm going to guess we probably did something, if we can measure the shims. Yeah. And that's the thickness of how much we raised it. It's probably 3/16. And now the whole thing seals. The IATs on these cars are really warm just driving around, and it's because it's getting all the heat from the exhaust manifold. And every time you add temperature, you take away timing, it means the car's going to get less gas. Fuel economy is going to go away, horsepower is going to go away. So something like this, you're probably going to be amazed at what your fuel economy does, and you're going to get all the horsepower that belongs to you.
Okay, let's see if this works. Wow.
It's like a glove.
Look at that. This was picked up at the local auto parts store. 3/16 by 3/8. Okay, that about wraps it up. Oh, we got to tighten the...
I'm not cranking this thing down until it like completely collapses rubber. I'm tightening it down until it's tight, but not...
Yeah.
We don't want to completely crush it down to nothing.
Yeah, nothing's out. Okay, so we shimmed it all up. You can see the weather stripping down there, so it's still sealed at the bottom. Got it shimmed there. We got it shimmed with the washers underneath. And you saw the video demonstration that it's sealed up. We actually pulled the bolt out of here and here and raised this up a little bit. We didn't disconnect the hose or empty it. We just pulled it up a little so we could get that nub centered and get it back in. It gets a little tighter as we put weather stripping in this, so that's tight now. So it's let's just say it's a lot tighter than the factory had it.